Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Factory Town. Now, today we are going to take advantage of the stuff that we built last episode. Right, last episode we focused on building a couple of rails, reinforced plates, the nails which are going out faster than we can produce, and the plates over there, plus the gears and the wheels. All of that, just so we can build caravans. And you fucking joking me. Oh, okay. Okay. Apologies, guys. Apologies. Because I was under the impression I was about to get the cargo boat, but apparently that not yet to be. But we can make the caravans already. We have the money, so let's research that. Caravan unlocked. And now let's focus on making some... how should I put it? Some nature tomes. Let me just go over here. So, a natural tome requires a book and a few herbs. Now, am I producing more books than I need? I believe that's the case. So, we can actually... Do I have any sort of natural thingies? I believe I have a couple of herbs. But that's a little bit too far away from me. But unfortunately there is none over here to be taken. That's fine, that's perfectly fine. We can plant our own. It was just to avoid getting that, but that's okay. That's fine. Okay, so let's set up a quick farm for the herbs, and then we can put another one of these, another lab. Let me... In fact, what we can do, we can go over here and limit the tombs, or whatever they are called. Right, level 1 industrial. Thank you. And then I want level 1 nature. Right there. Okay. So, just give me a moment, guys, while I figure out how to make the herbs and the new laboratory. Okay, so the herbs to be planted require red coins. Now that's unfortunate, because red coins are kinda of a well, of something that we need to flatten out terrain. So I suppose that we are going to use all of that. That's fine, that's fine. Let's start... well, this is going to take a little bit of time, but I can start working on the other lab as this is building. Okay, so here we go, our very first natural tombs being sent. Now I'm going to use this line to send both the natural tombs and the industrial tombs, because, well, this line is not being used for a lot right now. And we'll be able to accumulate a good amount of tombs, I'm pretty sure. But before we go, I'm not going to build a caravan for this. A wagon is good enough. Tombs, go over there, please. Thank you. Now I think I'm going to stop one of the nail wagons, because they are using too many nails, and we no longer need those to fully upgrade the buildings. And speaking about upgrading buildings, we have a bunch more houses that we could build, actually. So let's build a couple more houses. There we go. Couple more houses. Now the materials are going to be delivered, the planks, the stone, blah blah blah. You know the drill. Eventually they are going to be upgraded all the way to the same level as the others. Now the thing I'm not understanding is, ain't we sending the reinforced planks all the way to over here? I thought we were. But apparently we probably are not, so you are going to collect those and you're going to send them over here. I said you are going to collect those and you're going to send them over there. Great. So... The fuck? Oh, I made one mistake, I'm sorry. Let's go over here. Because I wanted to empty this one out. So let's... There we go. Fantastic, because in here, let's go back into the filters, you can actually select if you want to be stored, if you want to be is only outputted or only inputted, and several other things. But right now we want to serve as storage, so we clean this line up and we start doing a good amount of research, nature research, because we are going to need 200, oh my lord, to make the cargo boats. Okay. Oh no, and we are going to need blue coins, and to make blue coins we need an apothecary, I believe. But the apothecary is locked behind basic research, basic medicine I mean, and for that we need 25 nature research. Okay, so we need at least 25 plus 200, 200 and... well, we need a lot. And for that, we need to wait for these tombs to be delivered. So, I suppose that for now, we have to wait a little bit. Alright, let's get the first research, the basic medicine, because we need the apothecary to start building, to start selling a couple of medicine stuff, and the medicine stuff will get us the blue coins. The blue coins are not the most important thing in the world. A couple of poultices will be more than enough. Alright, time to build the apothecary. I think I'm going to build it right there. Let's connect it to the main grid. And let's give it plenty of space so people can move around. Now, I was thinking, and the recipes that we are going to go after, let's go into the medicine thingy, medicine hut. Let's put you, I don't know, let's put you just right here, I can move you later. I think that I'm going to go for the remedy. The remedy sells for 4 coins. The poultice... that would require a lot of intermediary, not a lot, but it would require the bandage, and the bandage require cloth, and the cloth requires cotton. That would require a lot of work for 3 coins, when we can just make herbs, water and fuel into some remedy, and that is going to sell for 4 coins. We could also get the fishing oil eventually, but I think I'm going to start with the remedy. Alright guys, so we have our remedy production. So we are going to take advantage of these herbs right here, and we are going to farm them, send them all the way over here, and we are going to use this forester over here, take advantage of these trees to provide a little bit of fuel. We don't need a lot of it, so yeah. Now this takes its sweet time, but that's okay. We don't need to sell a lot of these, and luckily for us, the apothecary is right there. I mean, it's so close that it's not even worth to set up a line, right, for conveyors. Let's just oh, fuck. Excuse me. You saw nothing? No one saw anything. I think that due to the proximity, a simple wagon can take care of the situation. Let's go into workers. We need to remove that. Workers, please. Now, I'm not going to make a caravan just yet, because the capacity is just too much. I mean, I can make one for to show, right? It can store all the way 4 times 8 items, meaning 32 items at a time. And if you ask me, that's quite the large capacity. This one is supposed to be sent on larger trips. Right now it's just a waste, but you know, I kind of wanted to build one of these, so now we did, and we are making a ton of coins. That's just great. We need only 200. I'm pretty sure we are going to have the coins before we have the research points. Okay guys, I'm just going to make another addition to our forge area right here. We are going to start making pickaxes. Now, pickaxes are not to be sold, these are to be kept. They require plates and reinforced planks. Luckily for us, that's precisely what we have right here. Plates that way, please. And this one can be set like so, and then we will start the pickaxes. Now, why are pickaxes important? because this is one of the building materials that we need to make mines. It takes 10 pickaxes. Come on. Mine 10 pickaxes and 10 reinforced planks. So if we could start storing up a couple of those, would not be a bad idea. And in the future, once we get full storage, just like we have on these ones, we might even start selling those. They sell for quite a lot of money, if I recall correctly. 25 coins, like, yeah, that's a lot of dough, and we might want that in the future. Now, mining is really important, and you probably are wondering why. That's because it's far more efficient to remove the stuff from the floor using a mine than it is to... Oh, I kinda wanted to put it over there. Oh, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. I can do a little bit of rearranging over here. Well, it's rather unfortunate that we have this monstrosity now on the way, but oh well. It works, that's all that matters. Let's put one of these, and now some chutes. Connecting those will be more... This is going to be the difficult part. Now, there we go. We have these 5 workers inserted into the mine. And now it will be more consistent, and hopefully we might even get a few more resources out of this than we would otherwise using the miner crew. So I'm sorry guys, but you are all fired. Now for the fuel that we are using, the wood, I already cleared most of the trees that I found to be in the way. These are still in the way, but I kind of want to redo this because now we are going to require the use of a forester. Right, so let's remove a little bit of the chute. We don't need to remove all of it. And let's build one of those, a forester. Forester, where are you? We'll have to build it on this side of the road, but that's perfectly fine. I just need to deconstruct both of those thingies over there. So let's go into the tools. Remove resource. Bam, bam. And now, once again, buildings. And there we go. Great. Now all we need to do is connect it with a chute. And that's it. Now we can increase this by a lot, and these trees are going to stay in here forever. We have the worker capacity, so we can pretty much just have these with 10 guys and these with 10 guys. And this is pretty much just going to increase the production of stuff quite significantly, because as you could see, resources were not stacking up, but now they are. So, great. Well, I mean, I'm still waiting for the nature research point, so how about we unlock metal conveyors and start upgrading a couple of the conveyors around the base? Let's see, what do we need to build those? I'm pretty sure they are built in one of these things, right? In a machine shop. Metal conveyor, 1 cloth, 2, 4. Oh, that's a lot. And 2 gears for one of these. That's really, how should I put it? A lot of materials. I should probably... I should either start upgrading these ones that I already have, and I need to create a forge area around here somewhere, or I could transport these things into my forge area, because we are very close to having boats, and boats would actually work in our favor. Great. Now guys, we need to start buying a couple extra plots of land, because that's the last stone that we have. So is this a bunch of stone? This is a bunch of stone. Okay, that's actually great. Let me buy a few more plots of land so that I have more room to work with. But the reason why this is great is because, like I said, we are really running out of stone in here. We need stone to provide stone bricks for the general store. And, well, at least in this area, right? And we also need those stones to keep making the cloth conveyor belts. So if we can start mining over here and then shoot the mined stones into these two stonemasons, that would be great. And there we go, a gigantic chute all the way from our mine over here, providing a bunch of stone. And now we can get rid of these guys. What were you doing? You were doing nothing. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. You're doing nothing. You're doing nothing. You can keep on working. We still want this to be cleared out. I just didn't want to run out of materials on these two somewhat crucial production lines, right? And now we have more stone than what we know to do with, right? Problem averted. Let's move on to more interesting things. Alright guys, finally we have the 200 points of nature research to do the cargo boats. Amazing. You have no idea how much I wanted to build this. Let's go into workers. Let's see, what do these... Oh, these are not that expensive actually for what they are. You go there. Now, as you can see, that's a lot of cargo space. So please collect the fertilizer from there and deliver it over there. From here we are going to deliver it to our... Really? Okay. Go away, please. Thank you. Oh, no. There is something really bad, and let's move these while the items are not in here. Because, yeah, this is higher than it should be. Let me just flatten this. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, it appears to be much better now, so let's move this back into its place. Please, get back into the place where you were. Please get back into the place where you were. What the hell is wrong with you? Can't build on uneven terrain. Oh, come on, game. You're playing hard to get with me. You could build on uneven terrain the other day, but now you can't. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, so we are going to deliver the manure, the fertilizer via chute, because I'm pretty sure it can be chuted. And so we are going to do the same for the cotton farm and herb farm over here. Also, another thing that we are going to do is purchase this and purchase this. We are going to use a boat to transfer the conveyors from here all the way to over here. Now, I know it's not the most efficient way to do this, but come on, we want a little bit of life in our... okay. You pick up this and you deliver here. Okay, here goes the boat. Fantastic. I think that's the correct one. Yes, it is. Okay, so let me just build the chutes for those farms, and then we can start setting up the barn to receive the conveyors so that they can be transported all the way through this river. Alright guys, so the chutes are complete. There is distribution of fertilizer for all the 3 farms that are being used up at the moment. Now, fertilizer is only being actually used in here because we are producing, I mean, way too much grain. Let me see, yep, we are using way too much grain. We could use a couple more workers over here, and all these workers, all they do is to, they will deplete these resources somewhat faster than they can grow by themselves. That is, unless they are being fertilized. Now, fertilizer and water, according to what I can understand, they don't increase the speed at which the resource will grow. However, they will increase the amount of resource that there is to be collected, right? This one has 29 over there, as you could see, but this one has 47. Mostly likely because it has been fertilized and this one had not previously, right? And something like that, and there is always other modifiers. But in any case, fertilizer will now have its place, especially in the new tiles, because I'm pretty sure if a tile has already been grown, and then fertilizer is delivered, then the yield will not be increased. I'm pretty sure. But in any case, hopefully now there will be more grain to be collected, and therefore we can have more workers working in here, producing more grain, which in turn will be turned into bread, which is just giving us so many coins that we can't even spend them all on time. But in any case, now it is time for me to set up the thingy for the cloth conveyor belts, so that we can bring them via boat to be turned into metal conveyor belts. Now, I'm just concerned that the boat might have a little bit of trouble pathfinding around this U-turn over here. Because sometimes, you know, the pathfinding of boats is not exactly the best, or at least it used to be a little bit funky. But, you know, the game has been updated several times, so things might have changed. Okay, guys, so most of the stuff is set up already. We are going to transport the conveyors out of their main barn into this one over here, which is right next to the water. We'll ask a cargo boat if he would be oh so kind to bring these conveyor belts all the way over there. Will you be able to... well, I mean... will you be able to do this? Let's see if you can track all the way there. I think you can, because you're not getting stuck on terrain, so I think everything is fine. That's actually great. Now we just need to wait for the conveyor to come all the way through here and arrive at this barn, where then they will be transported over here into this machine shop, which is already waiting for them to arrive over here. Now, guys, just one quick note. In this game, you can do, you know, a factorial style approach, where you can just use conveyors for pretty much anything. You don't need to use worker-based transports like the boat, wagons, and stuff like that. However, given that this game gives you these tools, you can also use them. And I personally really like to use the transport thingies, because when you look at your city, it looks like it is alive, right? With people moving all over the place, with wagons coming and going, delivering the goods. But, you know, sometimes having a couple of conveyors is also nice, because if you have too many wagons, then things are going to become chaotic and mayhem, and we don't want that. But in any case... why are you still here? Go back! Oh shit. Don't tell me that you can't track... You... really? You can't go back? Okay, that's kinda bad. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, because apparently it can track from here to here, but it can't track down, and that kinda sucks. Let's try this again. But in any case, guys, while we wait for the boat to come and go, to see if you'll be able to track. Sometimes, like guys, boats are really weird, because as you could see over here, the boat could not track all the way back to the barn to get the conveyor thingies. However, like sometimes they can't track, but some other times, like, they get it right once and then they just keep on doing it. Like the same boat that usually would get stuck somewhere, if it gets right like one time, apparently like he solves the mystery and just starts doing things as the boat should. You see, it tracked down all the way to the barn, and now is going back. And hopefully, once it returns over here, it will deliver the conveyors, and it will be able to track back down into the original place. Otherwise, what we can do is just build a small canal over here. That would would make so that the boat doesn't need to go all the way around this U-turn, and that would simplify things. So let's see, will you be fixed this time? Oh yeah, finally. Okay, so the boat, like I said, the first time it came through this pass, apparently it got stuck around here somewhere. But the second time, because it was able to track like in a midpoint, right? We brought the boat all the way like to a midpoint between the two warehouses. Apparently, then it might be able to track both of the warehouses and will no longer get stuck. Hopefully, the boat will now work perfectly throughout the entirety of the game and will never cause us problems, because I will probably forget what your purpose is, and if I see you stuck, I will probably just delete you and cause major issues to our metal supply line. But in any case, guys, this is done now. We have the metal conveyor belts. I know that my forge area is quite messy, but this is an early game forge. This is not a late game forge where you have 10,000 machine shops, all of them doing the same thing. In here we have 1 or 2 machine shops doing the bare minimum, so we can get the items that we need to advance and progress through the tech tree. Right, and that's why our production is somewhat limited, but is enough for what we want right now. However, next episode we are going to start working a little bit towards a better research point gain system. What I mean by that is all the points that we have right now are exclusively being gained through this paper mill. Right, we are selling the paper and getting the research points that way, because the towms that we get for the industrial and nature points, they only give points, they don't give research points, they only give the industrial points or the nature points, right? So I kind of want to build a couple of maybe 1 or 2 more book workshops, like over here to the side, by using now this farm, which has been supplied with fertilizer and therefore has a much higher production of cotton, and so we can use this cotton to produce more books, so that we can use more research points. Even though we are not doing that much research, I'm pretty sure eventually we are going to need it, because research is starting to become a little bit expensive. Let's buy all the things that we can and see how many points we are going to use. Because to be honest, I really don't care too much. I just want to unlock stuff, and then in the future we'll see what we actually need. Because right now, yep, I think that's all. Oh, and Civics level 1. I don't know what the hell that thing does, but now it is done. And we spent all the research points that we had, and that's no bueno. We need more. And next episode we are going to do just that. But I think, guys, this is going to be it for this episode. Probably a shorter one than usual, but we got the things that we needed done, and next episode we might even start using the metal conveyor belts for some more material hungry industries, right? Because eventually, once you start having enough production, siphoning off one line, that line eventually is going to need to be upgraded. Otherwise, you're kind of screwed, because you will not be able to provide enough resources. That's actually one of the problems of the chutes, and why in the late game you will want to replace the chutes with tier 3. I believe they are magical conveyors, because if I recall correctly, metal conveyors are as fast as chutes, because, cloth conveyors are slower, metal conveyors have the same speed, and the magical conveyors have more speed than chutes. So, yeah, that's a late game stuff, and nothing that we might get ourselves worried in the near future. But in any case, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the base manager signing out. Bye bye!